Hey guys, so back in June of this year, I shared with you a recap of my 2022 goals that I'd set back in November of 2021. Today, I am back with another video to give you an update now that we are in the final quarter of 2022. So I'm going to walk you through first the goals that I set, how I've done, where I currently am, and what my plans are for the rest of the year. So without further ado, let us begin. If you're new to my channel, my name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into these goals for 2022. So I do have my trusted notepad here with me where I have written down, and I've already done an offline review of the goals that I set last year for this year, the recaps that I have done so far, and just how I am doing in general. So I had initially set about 9 goals last year, but I am actually focusing on 6, or is it 7? But anyway, let's talk about these goals. So I said first to save another £10,000. Then I had said to reach 50k in my investments. Then I talked about increasing my investments to 20% of my overall net income. Then I talked about going on two-week vacation trips. I talked about repainting my home, redoing my kitchen, and also investing about £2,000 into crypto. So I had £10,000 in my emergency fund, and I wanted to use 2,000 of that to invest in crypto. So here is how I have done so far as of 11th of October 2022. The first one, to save another £10,000. I did this. I was able to accomplish this goal in April of 2022. Then I said to reach 50k in my investments. So I invest in my SIP, my ISA with my work pension, in general investments account that I hold myself, and I was able to accomplish this goal in June of 2022. Then to increase my investments to 20% of my net income, I did this in April through salary sacrifice. So though it's not guaranteed, I do get a pay raise every year, and what I've been doing since, I want to say, 2019 into 2020, I've just been either sacrificing at work so that I can pay more into my pension, or sending any increase in my pay straight to my savings. So this year I sat down and I re-looked at my goals, and I decided to make a big income sacrifice at work. So I got a pay rise, but I reduced how much I actually make annually so that the rest is actually sent to my pension. So I was able to reach that in April. Then my fourth goal was to travel on two-week vacations. I was able to do that, and I completed the last trip in September. Then one goal, which I was calling my move in silence goal, was to purchase my second rental property. I was able to accomplish that in July of this year. Then I have this thing of £2,000 of my £10,000 emergency fund being invested in crypto. I didn't invest in crypto. I changed my mind, and I instead sent that £2,000 towards supporting me to purchase my second rental property. So that's what I end up doing. Then I made a change in my goals, or I changed my mind, in that I decided my kitchen does not need to be renovated, not at this time anyway. So everybody tells me how beautiful my kitchen is, and I've always insisted I'm the one who spends the majority of the time in that kitchen, and I would like it to look a certain way. And if I'm honest with myself, there's nothing wrong with it. But also, when I looked at the cost of redoing the whole kitchen, that's how much I had saved and put down as a deposit for the second rental property. So you can see where I'm going with this. So I'm just like, if I have to save that much just to do in my kitchen when I can actually just put it down for another house, I know what I'm gonna do. So I changed my mind. I decided I'm not gonna do that. So I'm not completely discounting making some changes and upgrades to my kitchen. Maybe I'll repurpose some cabinets. Maybe I'll repaint my cabinets or something like that. but that is where I am with that goal. So not exactly accomplished, but also not exactly cancelled, if that makes sense. And then the other thing related to that was to repaint my house. So as you can see behind me, my house is white completely, my entire house, except for one wall in my bedroom where I have this huge wallpaper of whatever greenery, and I love it. I love that wall in my bedroom. It's a feature wall and what have you, but the rest of my house is white. So now there have been some scuff marks here and there. When I move things, I bump into the wall. So I just wanted to give my home a retouch. I have not done that. I've not been able to, and to be honest, with the current cost of living going up, I'm not looking to hire a contractor. I'm looking to waiting it out first. Secondly, I could choose a paint. I mean, I haven't been able to find the exact paint that I have, but I could see if I could find this paint and do it with my friends or myself or with my mom. My mom has painted houses before, so I'm sure she can help me with that as well. So I decided I'm not going to do that, at least not this year, and I'm not going to hire someone to do it either. So I think that is it in terms of my goals. So essentially, I am actually doing great. Outside of redo my kitchen, paint the house, and invest 20k, 2k in crypto, I've accomplished all my goals for this year. And all of them were scary goals. Yeah, because first of all, saving another 10k, that wasn't guaranteed, especially as I made a huge salary sacrifice at work. So that meant my take-home pay was actually lower than what I normally bring in. So I have actually not changed my, in terms of how much I spend in my life since 2019 into 2020. I've tried to keep much of the lifestyle creep. I won't lie, there are certain things that, like travel, that lifestyle creep definitely caught me on, and I'm not ashamed. I love to travel. You know, I'm making this good money, I may as well enjoy it right now, right? So outside of that, I've tried to fairly keep my cost of living quite low and not fall into the lifestyle creep. So it's been great being able to be like, okay, still budget off of what I used to earn 3-4 years ago, and anything extra now I just send it to my savings or to my investments. And also, you know, my investments could be saving again for another house, that kind of thing. And one goal that I'm going to share when I finally nail down all of the goals, I think I have about 3 that I already know what I want to accomplish for 2023. But one big goal that I have is, a couple of days ago I was looking at my net worth update, and in terms of assets, and obviously all of this is thanks to owning a couple of properties, but my assets, I am 100k about or thereabouts away from £1 million in assets. Obviously not net worth, but in assets. And that actually got me thinking about what I want to accomplish in 2023. I mean, my goal is for in the next 5 years to reach millionaire status in net worth, not just in terms of assets alone, but in terms of net worth overall. So I'm just like, okay, so the next 100k milestone I have to work on, and depending on what the property market does, I might be reaching that in the next 6 months, or it might take a little bit longer. The stock market I'm not counting on, because obviously we all know what's currently happening. So I don't know, but that is one goal that I'm looking forward to including in my overall list of goals for next year. But I am excited. I am glad that I set my goals for this year back in November, not in December, rushing about with life and then trying to figure out what I want to do next year. So I'm going to do the same actually. And obviously the notebook, I have already started documenting and noting down things that I want to accomplish next year. I haven't finalized my list yet. I'm still toying with a couple of ideas, and again, the idea of setting goals that scare me. that's something that I'm still working the courage up on. These scared me definitely, and even though it's not really that pretty, but this was my vision board that I had created for myself. It's not very visually pleasing to people, but to me it's great. So investing in the stock market, saving $30,000, which at that time was equivalent to about 22,000 pounds, but now who knows. Read more books, which I have incorporated in now, especially in the last quarter. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy soul. So I am nourishing my soul, my body, and my mind, which is great. Drinking more water, which I struggle with, but I'm working on. Buying another rental property, which I have done, and traveling again, which I have resumed with vengeance. So I am truly happy with how I have gotten with my goals, and I didn't think I would be filming a video in October talking about how I have accomplished all of my goals that I set for this year. Obviously, as we still have about 2 months and a bit left, I want to think of a couple goals that I want to accomplish before the end of the year. But I did say in my October reset that I'm tired of doing monthly goals, but this is not to say I can't set a quarterly goal, but I haven't decided again yet. I'm still thinking, I'm still playing up, oh, this could be a better time. Apart from setting my goals for next year, this could be a better time for me to take a breather, reassess everything, and then start again next year. So who knows? But that's all I wanted to share today with respect to how I'm doing with my goals. All accomplished, very happy, very proud of myself. And I know it might sound like bragging, but especially as women and women of color, we don't often know how to praise ourselves. So I have been learning a lot, and I am praising me. So job well done to me for accomplishing all of this, because obviously it wouldn't have been possible without God, without the people in my life, without hard work and what have you. But well done, Miranda, well done. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.